Yeah. Welcome to Behind the Grind. What's up, my guys, my girls? How we doing tonight? Got a few heads in here already. What's up, guys? Oh, Denku's in the chat. What up, Denku? We'll see you in a minute. Knowledge was good. Calculus, what up? Lazy Big, Derail. What else we got in here? That's about it. DJ Johnny Blaze, what's good? My legendary co-host, Johnny Concepts, will be here momentarily. Anybody remember Idea and Otherwise and Juice? Oh, yeah, of course, bro. And Supernatural, of course, man. Knowledge was good, bro. Legendary. Speaking of legendary. So Denku's going to be joining us around 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central his time. So what's up, man? So I'm going to just play some ciphers that he's been featured on of ours, and I'm going to play his verse off of one of his and Urban, his boy Urban. Their joint Welcome to My World, produced by Bo Fott and shit like that. So we'll just have a slow stroll into things, which is always cool. Yeah, peace. So like I said, John will be on in a minute, and until then, I'm gonna put one of these cipher verses on so y'all can get to know the artist a little bit before we bring Denku on in person and shit like that. So you can be a fan of the music, you can be a fan of the man. I don't know, man. Which one you guys want to hear first? I got a few set up right now. I've got Mad World Volume 2, produced by King Virtue. Shout out Virtue. I've got Denku's verse from Grind Mode Cypher Covet 16 set up, produced by Evil Dead. I've got the Rod Digga Cypher verse lined up. Which one of those you guys want to hear? Mad World? Of course, the Mad World. Shit was fire though. What was this, Volume 1, right? No, this was Volume 2. Yeah, Volume 2. Yep. Knowledge. Everyone be sure to check out Denku with Knowledge and Mischief on the Road Trip album. Song is called Brand New Story. That is a proven fact. Road Trip album is a dope album. Johnny and I were featured on that as well. Shout out to Knowledge for that. And everybody welcome my beautiful co-host, Johnny Concept.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so check it out. Johnny, I asked them which cipher of Denku's they wanted me to play. I got a vote for Mad World, so I'm rolling with it. Hoods Woods, what up, Julio? We got a couple for Mad World, so we're gonna rock that. Johnny's aware that Denku is gonna be joining us around 8:30, and we're gonna run a little bit later than normal tonight, so we'll give Denku his full hour, and we'll be running till about 9:30 Eastern tonight. If you guys want to hang out a little bit later, we'd appreciate it. But without further ado, Mad World Volume 2. Bars. What up, Johnny, bro? I miss you, dog.
Miss you too, my dude.
All right, here we go. All right, Johnny, mute your mic for me, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here we go, guys. Grind Mode Cypher, Mad World Volume 2, produced by King Virtue. This one's sitting at a smooth 29K, almost 30K, which is pretty cool. You guys can go run this one up afterwards. But here we go.
Yours, the alien god, the omni-entity.
Dust off the devil's toe. Denku got an extra glow. Snatch a geisha outer special robe as I metaflow. Pull you from the exit slow. Napalm half the globe. Put my evil theories written clearly in the book of Job. Ride a horn toad to a photo show in Tundra Bay. Hop on a cipher as an apparition next to K-Slate. Clayface, watch your punches get absorbed. Your bitch sucks dick, make her gargle rusted sword.
Still grimy, blunt smoke is hard to find me. Hot as the sun reflection of probably blind me. Better step back, think I won't unleash the pits. Hurt your feelings, cock back, release spit. Like a venomous python, we never strike calm as DEFCON. Attack the fronts of Vietnam with the first word spark that heat through Genesis. I'm a fly young brother, go wings like Pegasus.
Just another lame in the
I had a little technical difficulty there, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, Denku kicked that off right there. What y'all think of that? Beats hard for sure.
Seemed like his verse was kind of short, no?
It really did. That's why I went back to go stop it real quick, and I forgot about that when I previewed it, and I'm like, oh man, I fucked up. So, but it's all good. Y'all got a little taste. I think he split that. I think they split that verse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks like they did, but he only went like 4 bars, which is Weird.
Yeah, it was odd. It was odd. I don't know if it's. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Denku's in the building though. He said it's a split verse with Urban. Yeah, duh, that's what I figured. I figured. Not on time, bro. I'm not on time. I'm an hour late. All right, here we go. See right here. Proof is proof. It's a split verse with Urban. If y'all didn't believe me, I told you. Shout to your cover photo, Denku, the fucking collab king. It's the damn truth. If you guys are already familiar with Taiyamo Denku, y'all know he's the collab king, the king of collabs. All right, so Johnny, I've got a few other things to play. So we're gonna play a couple more of Denku's joints, but I've got everything all lined up for later. We're gonna hit Denku with the fucking rapid fire. We're gonna hit Denku with our hard hitting questions, as y'all know. And if you guys got any questions for the man, make sure you can drop them on. If you think of them now, drop them now. They'll be there for later.
Yeah, pile them in. We'll always go back and see what we can find during the question hour. Calculus, I want to thank you for that little shout out. I appreciate you.
Hey, yo, guys, everyone give fucking Johnny Concepts a shout out right now. The hell? He appreciates those things. He appreciates things like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that we were like starting at 8. I was assuming that we were going for 8:30, like I was told. I'm over there upstairs playing NBA 2K, and then I get a text from Trip, like, "Yo, where you at?"
Yo, that's kind of ironic that you were playing 2K because what did my text say?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
I said, "What are you waiting for the buzzer?"
Oh yeah, that's right.
That makes it kind of more ironic. That's funny. But no, I decided to switch it up because Denku wasn't going to be able to join us until 7:30 Central. So I didn't want to confuse the audience, the natural audience, and pop on a half hour late and have everyone wonder what was going on if they didn't see those posts. So I figured, why not just go live at 8, promote the homie Denku a little bit more, bullshit with Johnny a little bit, bullshit with you guys a little bit, and bring Denku on at 7:30 Central, and then just rock out then. So that's what we doing because Stone Cold said so.
Knowledge, I would be running Warzone by it. I don't have a Call of Duty yet. I need to get the new Call of Duty. But
should have been running Warzone. Facts. That's funny. I don't play that either though. Knowledge, I'm surprised you got time for that shit with all the music you write. It's like you're probably either playing a video game or making music.
Probably all right. He's probably got the controller in one hand. It's just like
just thinking of a bar as he fucking is murking going on kill streak. All right, let's see, guys. I need another opinion from the audience. I got a joint here from Denku and Urban. I did only have Denku's verse lined up from that, but we could play the whole joint. I also have Grimo's Cypher COVID 16s, which Denku killed that shit on there. And still the Rod Digga Cypher. And like I said, I could play any of the ciphers that Denku's featured on because Denku has his own playlist on the Grimo Cypher YouTube channel where you guys are right now. So if you guys are feeling froggy after this fucking interview, you guys can pop right up on the channel, the home screen, go to playlists. I'm sure, Johnny, would that be under playlists or would that be somewhere else on the thing? Where are all the things?
All the playlists are under the playlist.
Yeah, it's under the playlist. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought there was another section there, featured artists or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, guys. All right, I see a COVID 16. Shout out Nasties. He's paying attention. He got me a vote. Drop the tag with precision. What up? I see a Rod Digga. All right, we're gonna go COVID 16. Fuck it.
Word.
We're gonna go COVID 16. So this was a pretty dope series. As obviously you guys are probably familiar with the COVID 16 series. This is started in 2020 when COVID took over and we were kind of limited on the things we could do. So the genius Lingo came up with the idea of starting this series. And it was a beautiful thing. I unfortunately didn't get to be a part of this series. I don't know why. But other than that, bang, there's a familiar face. All right, let me mute my mic because I failed to do so last time. All right, here we go, guys. Ready?
What I'm spewing, son, is sewage what I grew up from. Been doing dirt since stupid young.
I'm a stegosaurus, stomp through Wisconsin forests versus napalm. Burn through your flammable fortress. Speech to orcas when I flow next to whale meat. Impale your feet and tell you to walk the narrow street. You're not dope. When you rap, we take a seat. Oh yeah, fuck you if your track ain't got no drums on the beat. Scrape evil off dead sleep. You've awoken the demon. Hope you slip on slick semen when you and your girl are feeding. Thoughts are a novel. I wonder whose mind I'm reading. And if you're at a Trump rally, I hope you're not breathing. I don't want you to die. Wait, you don't want me to lie? Basically kill yourself if you ain't on my side of the line. Off the head you're receding. Must be old age. Dead talk. Words in a box like a comic book page. Romulus rage unfazed by legitimate rule. It's a marvel to curse in my movie like Deadpool.
I'm off.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it was.
Yo, what up, Pestilence?
That was a dope little scene too. You had. Yeah, what up, Pesto? Yeah, that shit was dope, right? Produced by Evil Dead. Shout out to homie Evil Dead, one of my favorite grimo producers.
Yeah, that beat was real dope. I like
Shit was hard.
Was that like a violin or something?
Yeah, had to. I mean, it sounded like it to me.
It was definitely strings, but Trip, you lied. There is no Denku playlist.
All right, so then that's something that grimo. I mean, that's something that YouTube must have done for me then, Ayo, because when I went to YouTube and I did my Denku grimo cipher, a playlist came up, and it's not from his channel. It's from the grimo channel, and I can prove it to you by a couple clicks of a button, eh? Wait, hold on. Oh shit. Oh man, I went and ruined it. Now watch. Hold on. I think I went and ruined it. Nope. Oh, maybe it is Denku. It is from Denku's page. All right. Yep, my fault. Well, then salute to Denku. Denku's a real one for helping a brother out, because when I tried to go search for your ciphers, they were all in one nice little spot for me. Artists should take note of this. Artists, if you've been featured on multiple grimo ciphers and you have a YouTube page, why don't you pop on over there, find all your ciphers, add them to a playlist on your channel. And when I got you on the show, and when other people that are interested in finding your ciphers, it's easy for them to find. You'd be surprised, Johnny, how hard of a time I have finding certain artists. Because although these videos do have tags on them, you know how the algorithms of YouTube be. My shit's all grimo cipher anyway, so it just gets all clogged up. And I can't find anything. So sometimes I have to hit up Lingo and AOK, and I'm like, yo, I need a couple names of ciphers, you know, so-and-so is on, because I can't find shit.
Yeah, especially when there's like over 500 of them and shit. So it's hard to remember who's on what.
Shit, really, was it just a mix? Yeah, see, I'm sharing the screen, AO, right over here on the thing. See, it's Taiyamo Denku, the channel, and then he's got 8 cipher verses here for me. Bang. Well, not for me, for you, for all of us. It's a beautiful fucking thing. That's why I'm making these playlists. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the legend, the GOAT, AOK. All right, guys. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, Denku is a 100 Mad artist, which is Onyx's label. So he's you know, affiliated with some big names. He's worked with the Snowgoons 100,000,005 times. Has a bunch of tracks on the Snowgoons channel and videos, obviously. So you guys could run over there and check those out after this as well. Let me get rid of this comment. On that note, I'm going to play this joint from Denku and Urban. It's called Welcome to My World. Produced by Bofat, who is also grimo affiliated. This joint right here, like I just said, this one here was put up on the 100 Mad channel. It's got a nice view count, sitting at about 20K. So let's run this up for him right now. I'll bring it to StreamYard. Is A okay? That's funny. I see what you did there, Calculus. See what you did.
It's got
Bars. Calculus bars. All right, hold on. I'm getting all confused here because I'm tripped. So let's see. Let me stop this one.
How was everyone's New Year, man? What did everybody do? I didn't do jack shit.
Same.
And like, we were at someone's house that didn't have cable, so they were like streaming the ball drop from something else, and it was like 30 seconds behind. So like, so it hit midnight before we realized it. So I was just like, oh, like Happy New Year, guys.
That's funny. That is definitely anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, it didn't even get to be climatic because the actual turnover happened first. But that's hilarious though. So you saw the ball drop at least.
Yeah, just 30 seconds after. But...
I was fucking in bed, bro.
Mhm.
You know my ass. Look how tired I look right now. Fucking, this is my bedtime, bro. Y'all don't even know. 5 o'clock comes early. Excuse me. All right, guys, here we go. Denku and Urban. Welcome to my world. Produced by Bofot. Just put up on the 100 Mad channel. Run over there, subscribe, hit the like button. Shit like that. All right, here we go.
Go ahead, start me alone. I guess it's my turn. Go ahead and put on the front. I keep it 100 what you want. Welcome to my world. You ain't gotta be nobody just to be somebody. Welcome to my world. And still you got haters that wanna see you down. Welcome to my world. Melodic waves playing through the speakers. Spiritual black thought through the poor righteous teacher. Cinematic motion picture life is like a script. Place the beam, focus high in the field. Another pick off these quarterbacks. Big Ben ain't playing with Romo. We cancel the reckless talk. It's too late for a promo. Rock-a-bye, battering bars. They slandering guards, philandering hard. Rivals are tampering blogs. 40 and still rocking the mic. They say it's pitiful. Check the catalog. My analog is Bobby Digital. To keep my head on the swivel. Y'all playing the fiddle. Compare me to Carrie Kittle. I slowly put up the middle finger. You're just a singer, and I ain't liable to profit. Gods don't worship the false idols. It's apartheid. Don't let me catch nobody outside. After dark, I bet they caught a black body outside. I guess it's my turn. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead, sound me alone. I guess it's my turn. Go ahead and put on the front. I keep it 100 what you want. Welcome to my world. You ain't gotta be nobody just to be somebody. Welcome to my world. And still you got haters that wanna see you down. Welcome to my world.
Through a tunnel of obese gluttony. The government you follow is fear tyranny. I'm not a hero, but I take shots for my daughters there. Or kill for them even if it brings me to the electric chair. Polluted air makes it hard to breathe with this mask on. She don't want you, period. Hard to fuck her with that tampon. Bad bonds leave you broken in the gutter world. A sewer rat, still bathing with a gutter girl. Uncle Earl steals money from your rest wallet. Fuck family. Your family is a thieving culprit. Exit signs in the brain need to get out my head. No need to punish myself before punishment is dead. I say I be something, I'm sticking to my guns. Helmets on my finger grip, trigger happy your lungs. Breath of fresh blood in the cold fall breeze. Mother Earth naked in pennies, cause change is what she needs.
I guess it's my turn. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead, sound me alone. I guess it's my turn. Go ahead and put on the front. I keep it 100 what you want. Welcome to my world. You ain't gotta be nobody just to be somebody. Welcome to my world. And still you got haters that wanna see you down. Welcome to my world. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead and put it on the front. I keep it 100 what you want. Welcome to my world. You ain't gotta be nobody just to be somebody. Welcome to my world. And still you got haters that wanna see you down. Welcome to my world.
Boy, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that was definitely dope. Like, I really liked the video too. I liked the scenery that was there. Like, I don't know who did the hook, but the hook was really dope too.
Facts. I saw it somewhere. Another name. Welcome to my world. I think maybe I wanted to say it had the artist singing the hook. I don't know, man. Maybe it was them. Maybe it was them. Y'all remember last show when with Libsy, when every single time that went off, it was like at the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Like make a point or something.
I don't know why my Mac just randomly connects to my phone. So anytime I get a text message, it rings on the Mac. So I apologize.
No worries. We just need to get the timing back like 2 weeks ago. Mr. Kirkland singing. Thank you, Denku.
Thank you. For that. That was dope. One thing I would say about Denku is that his voice really sticks out. Like I like his voice on tracks. He like kind of cuts through the beat real nicely.
Right. Oh yeah, big time. Which from our era or from my era rather, you know, Johnny's too. It's what one of the first elements to be a prolific MC was you had to be able to come on the radio without an introduction, and you just had to start rapping, and motherfuckers had to go, that's Biggie, that's Tupac, that's Eminem, that's DMX, that's Jay-Z, that's Nas. They all had such unique voices and styles that you could tell them apart without them being named, which is something that today's hip-hop, today's subgenres kind of, you miss that sometimes. I feel like some people kind of sound alike, you know. Maximus Bofat produced that right there, produced by Bofat. Welcome to my world. He's a grind mode affiliate as well. Makes some dope beats for a lot of dope artists. Felt like 94 for a minute. Thank you for that. Yes sir, yes sir. Thank Denku for that, bro. So yeah, I was really pleased with that track. That's why I wanted to feature it tonight. Really has that dope 90s feel to it, which is the, you know, era I came up in, loving hip hop. So, you know, I grew up in that era. So I love all that shit. And it brought me right back.
And apparently it was shot in Oklahoma City, which is really cool.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love the it must have been like some nice color correction on that video or something. The colors were really popping. It was very well done. Very well done. The locations and everything was well thought out. Simple as it was. You know, I love shit like that. All right. Well, that's enough of that one. Bye-bye. So, Johnny, tell a joke. No, I'm just playing.
You want me to tell a joke?
No, I'm just playing. All right, so check it out.
Wait, I got a joke. Ready?
Oh, shit.
I got a joke.
Oh, I said too much. I should have said nothing. I hope you guys are ready for this.
Let me make sure I deliver it right.
Oh, boy.
What do you call a pirate that's a pedophile?
I don't know.
R. Kelly.
Oh my gosh. Not the lane I was going. Not where I was gonna go with that.
I don't know if I delivered it right.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I give you an 8 out of 10 with the R. Not a natural pirate, but you know, you pulled it off. Very well done. Very well done. We're probably going to get kicked off for doing pedophile jokes, but you know, I'm sure you thought of that before you spoke, right? Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I mean, whatever. As his fucking screen goes dark. That's funny. Oh yeah. My homie who was an Italian chef passed away. Yeah. I seen that meme. Can only do so much, my guy. I know. What was the last part of that one?
Ready? Here's another one. I'm gonna be here all night. What did the nut say to the other nut?
You tell me.
Get over here. I'm a cashew.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
All right, what do we got next on the board? What do we got next to share?
I think we had a fucking if I can find it. Which is a very big if. Because I'm not seeing it right now. I was gonna play a little request we just had in the chat, but I have other shit lined up, so I'm not worried about it. Guys, I want to get into a cipher that just dropped not too long ago. This has to be actually, yeah, I'd say I guess it's about a year ago now. Yeah, 11 months ago. Wow. Sitting at over 100K with this one. This one's sitting at about 115K. That's a nice number. Of course, it is featuring the legendary Miss Rod Digga of the Flip Mode Squad.
Oh, damn.
Produced by Lingo. Oh, I forgot this joint was produced by Lingo. That's what's up. Shout out Lingo. My guy. My brother.
I do believe Rod Digga's going on tour again, too.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we can get her on another one. That's up to Lingo. So
Yeah, that would be cool.
Mm.
Burst your bubble. Nate, yeah, I looked for that. I couldn't find it. I don't know if I looked in the right spot. All right, yeah. Let's run this raw Digga joint. Maybe I should I was gonna say maybe I should play this whole cipher, but I'm not gonna because I got other shit I can do. All right. I still don't know what I'm doing. It's only volume 54. I still forget what buttons to hit and shit. But you know, we're only fucking human. And I'm here to accept my shortcomings. Because that's how you get better. All right, guys. Here we go. Here's another familiar face with Mr. Cap C.
Designer written, knowing when to cue in the arsenal that's hid with
I'm a wrecking border stone temples. And I pilot kamikazes with no living mentals. All you squids in the game, I squeeze with tentacles and turn pesticide animals to organic vegetables. I'm a tinker, mind thinker with a right blinker, who might take thoughts left to an avid beginner. Savage strength center, desperado guitar case, Banderas with a bandana, looking up at star shapes. Card face with the ace of the wrong spades. Bars in place, you have a date with unpinned grenades. Spill aged lemonade on lady marmalade, then ride a non-distinguished lowrider through a car parade. I drop gems like a pirate with a torn pocket. Feed COVID phlegm to a born prophet. I got a lot of punchlines you probably missed. Verses be bird flu, Polly sick. Be getting it in with.
Yeah. Love that whole cipher. Yeah, who's you guys have seen that whole cipher, no? Yo, it's funny that we were hitting him with the pirate jokes, and then Denku has the pirate bar in there as well. That's just the synergy of the universe for you.
it's almost like we planned it.
Almost like we knew what was going on. Like we knew how to run
we
knew how to run a podcast and like produce a show and shit. Wouldn't that be wild?
Mhm.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Guy went to a doctor to inform him that he didn't know whether he was a toupee or a wigwam. Doctor replied that he was 2/10. It's calculus. I don't know if it's the barrier here or what, but I don't get it. 2/10. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. At least this one makes me feel better. This kid streams once a week, so that's way more often than I do. That's twice as much as I do, and he still forgets too. So maybe it's the marijuana. Maybe it's the medicine plant. But what's up, man? 2/10. Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. You didn't know whether. Oh, I get it. A TP, not a toupee. Oh, okay, I read the joke wrong. My bad. Okay, you didn't know whether it was a TP or a wigwam. Oh, I get it. Shit. Now that I got the joke, it threw me off what I was gonna say. Denku should be on shortly, guys. I do have some other stuff I could play from him as well. Let's do a crowd chat, fucking crowd answer of which verse I should play next. I'm gonna give you guys a couple options, so listen closely. We got Smokelahoma, Volume 4. We got Dreams. We got Secret Sessions. And we've got another COVID-16.
Drop your votes. First the 2 votes. Let's go. Comment it up. Oh shit. What's up, my dude?
This guy
Peace, y'all. What's going on?
This guy just popping right the fuck in. Like he owns the place. Bang!
Hey, y'all can hear me all right?
Oh man, it sound beautiful.
All right, word up. I'm just sharing it around real quick.
Yeah, please do. I'm gonna get into the shit. What did I just say? Oh, we didn't get a vote yet. Oh, we got a couple. Dreams, Secret Sessions. All right, so we're gonna play the Dreams joint, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna introduce you guys to our featured artist of the evening and shit like that. So everybody sit tight. Denko, if you do, just do me a favor and mute your mic while I run the video.
Yep.
Get some good audio quality going. And let me find this here. Bang. What did we decide on, Johnny? Dreams, right? Dreams. Johnny's probably muted already. And I'm talking to myself. Thank you, brother. All right, so this is the Dream Cipher. Let me
We don't
pause.
even really need to mute anyways. We got echo cancellation on, just so you know. But
Oh, really? Yeah, I still feel like it sounds better. And I feel like when I've heard the playback, I've noticed that it sounded better with the mute on. It's probably just because of the feedback from my speaker playing into the microphone, though. Does that make sense?
yeah.
All right, here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My fault. My fault. My fault. I'm just getting it lined up, so I'm playing just Denku's verse, guys. I didn't really have it lined up yet. Now, presenting to you, motherfuckers, the Denku Cypher, Dreams, Volume 4. Produced by Boomtac. Shout out Boomtac, man. Another really good producer from Grimo Cypher. He's a beast. This joint right here is sitting around 32K. That's a nice little number for this. This was released about a year ago. We shot this down in Dallas, Texas. This nice little venue called Dreams. We were supposed to shoot outside, but the weather came down on us and shit. And we were in this parking lot of this venue, and we decided to run in there and give it a shot. Hey, man, what's good? The owner happened to be there. Said, hey, can we shoot a couple ciphers? Yada, yada. And he was down for it. So we ended up spending the night in the venue and being able to record all this shit right there. It was a really dope time. All right, cool. Let's go.
My name is Greg Zerline.
The epitome of bars galore, who's keeping score, reap a door. We feast before, I'm the Judas hovered in on a locust swarm, just to meet up with your bitch with my bitch in a college dorm, rocking a Grendel form, a Dr. Mengele porn, Denku a creative creature from the overlord, vocal spool, create a horror in a little shop, oversee, press my knee to the neck of a crooked cop, Denku stop, that's too much for the cancel call, keep the spoon to feed the wound with extra salt, catapult over your doom, put my foot in your cocoon. Angry like a rabid raccoon, hearing a new age rap tune. Light to your dark moon, bang, kaboom. Chilling in a rustic saloon, waiting for an alien from Doom. Vroom, no mims, my life, no Sims. How can I hand off the cipher with no upper limbs?
Yeah. All right, guys. So let me run this back here a minute. Welcome to Behind the Grind, Volume 54. I am your host, Trip B. This is my co-host,
Johnny Concepts.
Tonight, we're going to keep peeling back the curtain on some of your favorite grind mode affiliates. Tonight, we got the homie Taiyamo Denku. Denku, what's good, dog?
Peace. What's going on, man?
Chilling, dude. Good to have you. Good to have you.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah,
Appreciate
of course,
you
man. I cut you off, John.
No, I was just saying I appreciate you kicking it with us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure, man. Yeah, so Denku, we tried to get Denku on, gosh, 6 months ago probably. And Denku's, people's schedules don't really line up and shit like that. So we finally were able to link up, and we're excited for it, as I know you guys are. We got a good number of you guys in the room right now. Make sure you hit the like while you're here. Drop a question for Denku if you got one. I see Linnell in the chat. Linnell, what's good? Denku, let's get right into the interview, man. So how did you find hip-hop music? Like, was hip-hop something that was always in your house coming up as a kid? Was it something you strolled into later in life? How did that happen?
So there was always music in the house. Like my mom had a super crazy vinyl collection. Like not like hip hop, but like crazy vinyl collection. Like I'm talking like 500,000 vinyls, and they all got lost in like this fucking flood that happened. It was fucked up. I felt terrible about it. But yeah, so there was always music in the house. And then we had this station in Milwaukee back in the day called Hot 102, which I remember used to always play like all the people that were popping during the time. Like I remember hearing, Run DMC on there, Biggie on there, Wu-Tang on there. Like it was like they had dope shows, you know what I'm saying? And I remember always I used to have one of those cassette players where you could record on, you remember those?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like I had one of those, and I used to always record just the joints I liked and then merge them with other joints and like make my own little bootleg mixtapes and shit.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
probably like 90, something like that, 89, 90, something like early on.
Yeah.
So I was listening to hip hop early, and then like I think I started rhyming, freestyling like I don't know, 12, 13, something like that. But I started freestyling before I ever wrote anything. I was always off the head, dude.
Right.
Like I didn't even learn to memorize and perform at shows probably until 2007 or 8, because
That's crazy.
I did shows, but I would freestyle my whole set. Like I would just put instrumentals on for a half hour and just freestyle different concepts over joints.
Oh, that's wild. That's crazy. That's very unique.
That is really crazy. That
That's
takes a lot of talent to do that too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure as you were doing that,
focus.
I'm sure as you were doing that, you noticed that you got better with freestyling and coming up with those concepts as well, probably more quickly as well.
So Denku, so music was always around. You were a kid or whatever. Your mom had mad vinyls and shit and stuff like that. I had a question that I wanted to, Linnell wants to know, that we all want to know, as a matter of fact. I know you're from the Milwaukee area, if I'm not mistaken. Oh
Yeah,
no, that's the wrong comment. I apologize. Bang. Where's he from? Where are you from?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's crazy because no one thinks I'm from here. They think I'm East Coast because I got a real East Coast style. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what I listen to. Like I always listen to East Coast shit.
Same.
So that's kind of where the whole style ended up coming from. And then, like Milwaukee is actually kind of it's a real big. I mean, in the new era, it's a real big trap drill scene. So like the shit that I do, motherfuckers don't even care about it out here. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Now, when you were going to these shows and freestyling, like what was the scene like back then? Like obviously it wasn't drill and trap because that wasn't really the thing. But what was it more of that East Coast style that you were doing, or was it something else?
I mean, it was, I'd say that there was definitely some boom bap people. There was some punchline people. Like if I had comparison, I would say a lot of Dipset type dudes. Wow. Like even can't like, and then early. I mean, there was a battle scene here early on, like a freestyle battle scene. There's a dude from here that's kind of legendary, named King Kamanzi, who is also real dope off the top. But he actually toured the whole world with I mean, obviously, I don't really speak on shit that I don't know, but supposedly he toured the entire world back in the day with Bambaataa before the old shit happened with Bambaataa.
Right.
So like that used to be like Bambaata's MC at the shows.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So so that dude's from here. And then I mean there were some people, there was a lot of crunk shit here because a lot of people from here were signed to Scarface's label.
Oh wow.
So there was a lot of that mostly that was going on back in the day. Like I don't know if y'all ever heard of any of the supposedly super known people from here, but there's like this dude from here named Cuckoo Cal. You ever heard of him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
my project.
Yeah, so he's from here. AG Tuaki's from here. They were on Swab House. Baby Drew was on Swab House. There's some R&B cats from here. I mean, there's people from here, but as far as like real hip hop shit, there's not really that much shit.
Now you said that your style in Milwaukee is not really favored. It's not really the mainstream down there. However, you do obviously hold more of an East Coast style now. Why did that happen? You said you listened to East Coast music a lot. Now, I want to know like who some of your influences were that persuaded you to rap in the style that you do.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, fuck with Wu-Tang, KRS early.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rakim. I got, Microphone Fiend, like that shit. That's my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like two people in my top 5 are people that are not in many people's top 5 because they reach for those people that they know, you know what I'm saying? But for me, like Chino XL is in my top 5 and Lord Have Mercy's in my top 5.
Oh wow.
So
Lord Have Mercy, flip mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been blessed to work with both those dudes. And
Right.
Chino's my dude. Like we got mad joints together. And then me and Lord Have were blessed to do a joint. And I love super dope styles. And Lord Have Mercy is one of the dopest styles in hip hop to me in general.
That's dope. Oh yeah. So real quick, so you gave us a few names, but real quick, a top 5 from Denku. Your top 5, real quick.
So Chino XL, Lord Have Mercy, Black Thought. Let's see. Pharaoh Mach.
Okay.
And I might do, just out on a limb, probably Redman.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard a whack Redman verse in my whole life.
Facts.
Right. That's facts.
Yeah, all dope artists.
Definitely a dope list. One thing I was always curious about since I started seeing you on the ciphers, you do have a very unique rap name. Like, where exactly did that come from? Like, was that your original rap name when you first started, or like, have you gone through names?
So I've only had one other name. I used to go by this. It's so whack, but whatever. I used to go by. Well, the reason I changed it is because there was already. So I used to go by Sandman, and then I had the lyrical at the end, right? During the lyrical miracle days, right?
Sandman.
So,
lyrical.
But there was already a Sandman, and once I found that out, I was like, "Fuck that." I need a name nobody will ever have in their life unless they straight jack me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So what I did was I put things together, and at the end of it, I made sure that it sounded kind of cool. Nice. So I got Tai from Tai Chi because my battle style is more like a laid back defensive fighting style, like Tai Chi, right? Mm-hmm. And then I added Yamo to it, but I misspell Yamo like name in Spanish because when I get tan in the summertime, people thought I was Latin for like the longest time, but I'm not. Right. So it's just kind of like a comedy thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Denku, around the time I came up with the name, there was a bunch of already established artists that use cartoon character names like Goku and all that shit. So I just created my own cartoon character name.
Oh, dope. Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That's dope.
Okay. Though I was thinking that maybe it was like a translation of something, like from a different language. So I was always curious.
I kind of got the point of the like Taiyamo is like, that's why I say it like mi amo, ti amo, because it's like I always figured you were kind of saying like my name is Denku, and like I always thought that was pretty cool, and I guess I wasn't too far off, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the Tai Chi thing too. That's super dope.
Like, you kind of like sound like a basketball player from Ghana or something.
Yo, for real.
Oh shit. Oh, it does. That's crazy.
Yo, Denku on the front cover, they can do 7'6" and shit. See, details. He ain't gonna lie. I thought you was Spanish, bro. That's funny. So you said you started doing sets and stuff, freestyle and whatnot, but like, my cat just sneezed. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but bless you.
I did hear that. That was crazy.
Yeah, you did. Like what the fuck? You're sneezing? Is that bad? Like, should I be worried?
God, I be worried? Maybe the cat's got the COVID. So,
I don't know, man. You got the vid. I'm gonna go grab my mask. I'll be right back. See, I heard it. Fucking everyone heard it. Yo, that's so funny. All right, so you started freestyling, you became an artist of your own. And like, when did Johnny? Should we talk a little bit about before he found Grimo Cypher, like, or do you think we covered enough about him freestyling sets and stuff like that?
Let's go a little bit more into it.
All right,
let's do it.
So before you met up with, like, before you discovered Grimo Cypher and stuff, you want to talk a little bit more about like coming up in Milwaukee and you already talked about how you would come up on stage and you'd play beats for 30 minutes and you'd freestyle whole sets and shit. But let's talk about like pre-grind mode a little more. Like, what did you get into feature wise, tour wise, shit like that?
Yeah, so I was in a group first before anything. I was in this group called Wastelands, and it was a acronym. It stood for Wisdom Articulates Serenity Throughout Entities Living Allah's Nurturing Divine Science.
Wow.
And it was a group with two other homies, Short Fuse and Augury. And when I was under that group for a short amount of time, I was signed to the Staten Island label Uncommon Records, which was basically to break off of Def Jux around the time. It actually had a lot of artists from Def Jux on it after Def Jux disbanded. So like Despot was on there, Masai Bay was on there. And actually around 2008, 2009, I was going to move to New York. Like I was going to bounce and move to New York. And then the girl I was with, it's that typical story. Girl I was with ended up getting pregnant. And then I stayed where I'm at. So now, have my shorties here. So I'm still here, but I move around. I'm able to move around because they're older now, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was always making shit. I was always creating shit. Like for people that know the extensive resume, I know there are some out there. People that know the extensive resume, I got like 36 projects.
Right.
And like a majority of the projects that are out there, there's pressed versions of all that shit. So like, I definitely made sure everything I put out was professional. The first major collab I ever did was actually Keith Murray. I mean, I know Keith Murray's in the news now for other weird shit, but he was the first dude that I ever, like, the first big name I collabed with. I think I linked with him like literally right after that whole Def Jam scandal shit happened, when he like punched out some dude at Def Jam or some shit, and then they dropped him.
Yep.
Like after that shit happened, I started talking to him during the MySpace days, because it was mad easy to get in contact with artists, you know what I'm saying? Right. So back then, I think I was still in college, because I think we did that joint. Man, we must have recorded that before I got out of college. I feel like 03, 04, something like that. And that was the first major feature I did. But there's all types of shit going on. Like I was always constant locomotive shit. Like always got something going on. Always wanted to be self-sufficient and teach myself how to do shit. That's why I've been engineering my own shit for 15 years. I just started doing videography, editing. Like I went to school for graphic design, so I do graphics. Like I always wanted to be able to do everything myself to cut out the middleman. That's always what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of music being made between all that time, and yeah, man, there's still a lot of music being made.
Oh, big facts. Yeah, big facts. All right, so Johnny, you want to take over the grind mode stuff?
Yeah. So after all that, when did grind mode finally come into your life? And tell us about what your first grind mode cipher experience was like. Did it meet your expectations, or like were you expecting more? What have you? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I actually didn't jump on grind mode until way late. I think my first actual cipher was like 2019, but I knew about grind mode early.
Oh shit!
I knew about it because I watched early ciphers and shit. And it's funny. It's funny because 2015 I was on a Team Backpack thing, right? And the way that Team Backpack used to treat motherfuckers was so trash to me. And like I went out there and I did that thing. And I remember coming back and I saw even more grind mode ciphers. And I was like, man, why the fuck didn't I try to get on this shit?
Right,
Because
right,
this shit was fucking whack. It was a waste of time.
right.
It was like me just going out on some popularity shit because it was all like it was like popularity contest shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
so yeah, I guess I knew about it. What year? 2015.
Right.
Something I think is when I first started watching them because I used to watch a lot of the ciphers,
Mm.
and then I was thinking like, oh maybe I'll hit them up or try to reach out and see how I can get on one of these if they're in the area or something. You know what I'm saying? But around that time I'd never seen nothing really in the area. I think there was a Chicago one at one point, but I think when that one went down, I think I was doing something else. And then 2016 came along and I was hardcore touring. So like once 2016 happened, I toured hardcore from 2016 up to the pandemic shit. And I had a huge tour booked before the pandemic hit that I had to cancel.
Mm.
And but luckily once 2019 happened and I did the grind mode at the 2x2 Fest,
Mm.
after that I feel like COVID happened and then I did a couple more and then I think I was able to go out to Denver, and obviously I wasn't able to tour. So the Denver shit happened. So I went out there and did that. The Dallas, Oklahoma shit happened.
Yeah.
I went out there and did that. I actually remember asking Lingo one time, like shortly after the 2x2 Fest, I booked the East Coast tour. It just didn't make sense with his scheduling or how the grind mode ciphers were scheduled.
Mhm.
But I literally was in Pawtucket for a tour date.
Oh wow.
And I was like, yo, we should set up a grind mode cipher when I'm on tour. That would be fire.
Right.
But it was a weird day, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like so it didn't really make too much sense.
Right. Right.
But
dope, though.
I think it was News Cafe I played.
Okay.
Yeah, News Cafe.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I mean that's basically it. I started watching them 2015, first one 2019, later on. But it was a fire one. The first one I was on had dope cats on it.
And the 2x2 Fest. What did you? So your first experience in person ends up being the 2x2 Fest, held in. Is it in Cleveland?
Columbus.
It's in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. That's correct. And shit like that. So you pull up down there, and what are your thoughts of the 2x2 Fest and of the whole grind mode cipher and everything?
So the grind mode shit was super cool. I remember it was a dude that helped put on the 2x2 Fest that was like, yo, you know, grind mode cipher's gonna be there. You should jump on that because you'll be a perfect fit. Like your punchlines, bars.
Right.
I was like, word, yeah. I was always thinking about trying to get on one of those, but it makes more sense that they're gonna be there. And then like it was like a family, you know what I'm saying? Like mad people, you know, around. It was like family shit. So, and it was cool just being there. I remember CHJ. He was standing by In the Cut because In the Cut was in the cipher and he was standing by him. And after I did my verse, he looks at me. He's like, "That's how you really feel?" I said, "Yeah, that's how I really feel."
Yeah. Shout out Cookie Head. Shout out Cookie Head Jenkins.
We got to kick it actually recently when I was on tour in Charleston. Super cool dude, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very, very cool dude. In the Cut as well. Very cool dudes. Duck City. Yeah, man. That's dope. Yeah, so like I couldn't imagine my first experience was dope with grind mode as well. But when I got to experience the 2x2 Fest for the first time, and grind mode's always awesome, obviously, but when it was put together with the 2x2 Fest at the same location and with just all the hip hop, it's like 2 blocks of hip hop, bro. It's like 4 blocks of hip hop. Like that's the way I can put it, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's it. And guys, they got like people tagging walls. They've got people breakdancing. They've got people walking around checking merch stands. It's just a huge fucking fest for hip hop music. It's called the 2x2 Fest. They don't unfortunately occur anymore.
Well, you know what 2x2 Fest always reminded me of because I come from the Scribble Jam era.
Oh, okay. Yep. See.
So that's what it always reminded me of that, minus the freestyle battles and shit. But like as far as like the element, like the vibe reminded me of Scribble Jam days.
Dope. Yeah.
Y'all ever been to Scribble Jam? I'm sorry,
No.
I'm asking. I'm a podcaster too, man. I just ask questions.
Right, exactly. Yeah, guys. If you didn't know, Denku runs his own podcast as well. He's got his setup and shit, and he just had the homie Grind Mode affiliate fucking Young Z up on his podcast. When was this? 2 nights ago or the night?
Yeah. Two nights ago we had Young Z on. Yep.
Yeah, 2 nights ago Z was on the potty with Denku and shit like that. So pause. That sounded weird, but y'all can fit 2 of them on there. What?
He was shitting words, and he was shitting words.
Yeah. Facts. There you go, bars. No, so that's super dope, man. Yeah, what a great experience. I have a horrible 2x2 fest story. Johnny knows. That's the well, I went to go my first 2x2 fest and I missed the flight. I missed my what is it called when my connecting flight. I missed my fucking connecting flight to Columbus and ended up like spending the night in the hotel and getting shit faced at the bar in the hotel and shit like that. So
damn.
Yeah, all because I wanted to buy a pair of shoes, and I was fucking waiting around, and I wasn't paying attention, man. Just same shit, different day. You know the deal. But that's super dope. So yeah, it's all fun and games. Johnny, it's getting close to halfway through the interview, so I don't know if you want to hit him with a question or if you want to get into rapid fire.
Let's get right into rapid fire. You know,
you ready for some rapids?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Welcome to Rapid Fire, brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing, sponsored by Brawlers Inc. Sponsored by Brawlers Inc. Sponsored by. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all thought I was stuck. Hold on, let me pull up my timer. I was just really stalling for time because I didn't have my timer ready, but now I do. So we're gonna fucking get into it right now. 2-minute timer with electric music. I'm gonna share this on the screen for y'all. And Johnny, if you have a question lined up, I would appreciate it. All right, guys. Without further ado, rapid fire. Taiyamo Denku. Let's go.
Do you prefer the cassette era or the CD era?
Cassette era.
Sweatshirts or hoodies?
Hoodies.
Jeans or sweatpants?
Jeans.
East Coast hip hop, West Coast hip hop?
East Coast.
Favorite member of Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang.
Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Favorite brand of cereal?
Fruity Pebbles.
Shit. Dirty South or West Coast?
West Coast.
How do you take your steak?
Medium rare.
Kanye is a rapper or producer?
Producer.
Game or 50?
Game.
Iced coffee, hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
I already know the answer, but Def Jam or Death Row?
Def Jam.
Redman or Method Man? Did I already asked?
Redman.
No, you didn't. Honesty or have feelings for other people?
Honesty.
What would you use for your murder weapon?
Spike bat.
Oh shit. Let's see. What? Rich friends or loyal friends?
Loyal friends.
Bad question.
Go-to breakfast meal.
Pop-Tart.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Favorite Nas album?
Illmatic.
Let's see. Tribe Called Quest or Lost Boys?
Tribe.
Submachine gun or assault rifle?
Assault rifle.
All right, my friends. That's going to do it.
All right. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. I forgot.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. That was Rapid Fire brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing. Hop on to brawlersinclothing.com. Grab you a fresh t-shirt today. Shout out to Joe Brawler, the legend. Yeah, man. So that was our Rapid Fire segment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You did excellent.
You did very well. You did
no passes.
You did a lot better than a lot of other people that have been on the show. So.
Yeah, I had to pass on one. What was the one I passed on? I forget.
I don't know. But then you got people like asking questions in the middle of it and stuff. Like No, man, it's rapid fire. You gotta go.
Rapid fire ending with a gun question. Yes, that was intentional. Maybe not. 4 blocks of hip hop sounds crazy, bro. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Imagine coming up in like the projects in the late 80s, early 90s, and like Bedford-Stuyvesant or like, you know, like Queensbridge or something like that. Imagine back then what it was like when you got more than 4 blocks and your whole city is just walking, breathing, living hip hop. That must have been dope. Yeah, but anyway, so we've got some other style type questions for you.
Word up.
Like, actually, I'm gonna keep one grind mode related question first right now because I feel like I skipped over it and I want to know. You've been involved with the team, like you said, since 2019 now, going on what 4 years. So I'm sure you've heard a handful of artists, whether they were on ciphers you've been featured on or not. Who give me like 3 to 5 names that you could see yourself doing a track with that you may have worked with already. You'd like to work with them again, or people that you'd like to work with, and maybe a name could be like a producer of grind mode as well.
Yeah, I mean, I have worked with a number of people. But yeah, I'd say people I haven't worked with. I mean, I fuck with the Barrio Brothers. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um,
That's me and Johnny for all you knuckleheads out there.
I haven't worked with Enels. He's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's fresh. I think Cap is fresh. We've been on ciphers before, but I never did a joint with him. So I think that would be dope.
For sure.
I think Ali K is fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would be fresh to work with on something. And then the people I've worked with already, I would fuck with again. And technically, I feel like me and Lingo are on a joint. Maybe I like on an AOK record or something. Now I can't remember. Maybe not. Maybe Lingo's not on the joint. But
AOK, please confirm. AOK, shout out to AOK. Please confirm. Yeah, Ali K, we miss you, man. Come back, Ali. Dope list.
And then obviously, I mean, Duck City again. I'd fuck with. We have joints. Me and Wild Bill. We actually have a 4-joint project that's finished.
No doubt. You guys gonna release that anytime soon?
Yeah. It's supposed to be. Well, yeah. Okay, I know that me and you are on a joint, but is Lingo on that joint? I don't remember if he was on that.
Please confirm. Wild Bill, super gas for sure.
For sure.
He's fire. He's fire.
Yeah, he gets. People forget about him when I ask that question. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then me and then obviously I was on that Knowledge and Mischief record, and that was dope too, working with them. So yeah, man, I was.
This is a good answer too, Milkweed. You see what he says, Denku? Everyone who pays, well, that is an absolute fact. You got bread, we got verses. Let's go. Johnny, you got anything?
Yeah. So you are you're signed to 100 Mad. How did that come about? Like, how did you get in touch with Onyx and get I don't know if you can really talk about that, but how did that happen? If you can.
Yeah. So actually, me and Fredro were working on a song together. I reached out to him, I think around like once my tour got canceled. I was like, well, I'm gonna work on some more music because this shit's depressing. So so I actually reached out to Fredro. I always wanted to work with him. I've worked with me and Sonny Caesar have 2 joints from way back that we did like a long time ago. So obviously I knew Onyx. Onyx, one of my favorite groups in hip hop. So I reached out to Fredro. I was like, yo, let's do a joint. He asked me to send him some beats so we could talk about it, figure it out. I sent him the shit. He picked out the beat, worked on the joint, sent it back. I was like, well, I really only want to do a joint if we're going to do a video for it. because I want it to be like, I want the full shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to put it out and have it be a big thing.
Right.
So he sends me back the track, and he's like, yo, you're really dope. This song is really dope. He actually said I reminded him of MF Doom, which is the first time I actually got an MF Doom comparison, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a little different, but yeah.
But he said I remind him of MF Doom because of how like weird my lyrics are or whatever, not stylistically.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, we got a label we're starting, and you're dope. I think you should put out your music on our label. At first, I'm like, man, is this really Fredro? Like, like, are you being for real? Because that's crazy. You just asked me this after we're working on a song.
Right.
Well, then he calls me, and I could immediately tell it was Fredro on the phone because he sounds exactly like he fucking rhymes when he talks. So then he calls me, and we talked, and we chopped it up, and he said, I'm going to introduce you to the dude that's going to run the label. His name's Perry. Shouts to Perry. And then me and Perry had a long conversation about things. And then basically they were excited about it because I had already had records ready to go. It's not like I had to start working on a project with them. I had finished albums. Right. So I presented one of the finished albums to them, the Hip Hop or Death, which had the Fredro joint on it, which had the joint with Sticky and Sun C on it. Okay. So they were like, oh yeah, well, we would love to put this album out. And that was the start. And technically my album, Hip Hop or Death, is the first official release on 100 Mac.
That's dope.
Super dope, bro. That's legendary shit.
That's dope. And no matter whatever happens, like with that, you'll always have that title right there, which is really dope.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, what year did they release Hip Hop or Death on 100 Mad?
That was, I feel like it's 2021.
That's awesome.
Because 2020 was the year that I released all my vinyls, like this joint, the collab conch shit. But the way that all happened, that all got released through a German vinyl label called HHV.
Okay.
And that record and Dembo Wu, which is like both of those both got produced, and that one's got a ton of crazy features. And Dembo Wu is me and all Wu-Tang affiliates.
Oh, that's super good.
And then after that, it was Hip Hop or Death. And then because we scheduled it, I had videos ready to go. Me and Fredro's video was done. And I had a bunch of other videos for that album. I think me and Razkaz had an animated video. Me and Fashawn had a video. I can't remember the other ones. There was something else on there too, but
that's super dope, bro. Yeah, all your artwork and all your album names and titles and shit is always very clever, I feel like, and the artwork's always well done, and you've packaged yourself together very professionally, and you can tell that you put time and care into every little thing that you do, and you present the details very well because you care about them, and it's what separates you from a lot of other artists because you care so much, and you know, it's because you are hip hop. You probably don't even realize you're doing it. You just know that this has to look right. Oh my, I need the dope cover. It's just already ingrained in you. You're not like out seeking, like, you know, who makes dope hip hop covers? Like, you just know,
it's not hobby shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lifestyle. It's like hip hop is life. Hip hop is my life balance. Like if I didn't have hip hop, I mean, I'm not a street dude, but I probably would be a street dude if I didn't have hip hop, to be honest. Like Milwaukee is a street hood ass fucking city, and it's not hard to get involved. That's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So,
well put. That's the point I was trying to convey, bro. Thank you. Yeah, you can tell. You can always tell. You know, hip hop is life. Hip hop is life. I feel like that's the tag for some radio station somewhere. Some like underground radio station. Hip hop is life. Welcome back. Hip hop is life. It's probably somebody's podcast. They're pissed off right now. Like, stop saying our fucking podcast now.
There's probably definitely a podcast called Hip Hop is Life.
For sure. I'm gonna Google them right now, and we're gonna start beef.
I feel like there's definitely like a Spotify playlist called Hip Hop is Life.
Oh, it's gotta be a few playlists on there. That's funny. I'm just reading some of these comments in here, seeing if anybody dropped a question from my homie Denku. I did see a bunch earlier in the show. I feel like everyone shot their load a little early. So I'm gonna scroll up to the fucking top.
Must have been that good, son. I don't know.
It was that good. That was it. They came and they went. But no, we got some other questions anyway. I just want to save like the one I'm thinking of for later in the show. So oh man, I'm scrolling through these comment sections back to when Johnny was telling a joke, and there's like 4 other jokes on the comment section. So it's pretty funny. But we ain't gonna do any of these. How about this one? This isn't a question, but it's definitely a nice compliment from the homie Linnell who edits the Grind Mode Cyphers. Denku is a very unique lyricist and has become someone I look forward to hearing more of. Super dope style. It's a nice compliment.
Yeah, much love,
for sure. Now we already answered Pesto's question, which is the origin of your name. We answered this. Oh no, I did that again. We answered this. Where is he from?
Shouts to Pestilence too. Me and him actually have an unreleased joint that's not out yet.
Okay. I'll be looking forward to hearing that.
For sure.
Oh, well, okay. Scott asked us maybe once or twice. He wants to know if you still have a track that you and him did from a decade ago.
I probably do. I don't really ever get rid of anything. I know I did put out. I thought I put out me and 2 Chump Service songs, but maybe it might have just been one. I might have another one in the cut somewhere. I'll just have to find it. But I know I did release. I did release one. Damn. Yeah, I'd have to look back.
So Lingo. So I don't know if we clarified that earlier. Lingo was on the UNAOK joint.
Okay.
So Denku, Lingo, AOK. The Godfather. We were talking about if everyone who pays for a feature. The Godfather wants to know for shits and giggles, how much
for a feature?
For a feature.
I mean, I don't break the bank, man. I've been getting like $250 for features lately.
It's not bad at all. There we go. We're working our way down.
I do engineering prices too, if y'all want to know.
Oh no shit! I didn't know that. Oh, that's what's up. That's cool. I had another one right here. It's a pretty generic question, K Blaze. I can't be mad at you though because you dropped a question, but this is like basic type of. This should have been like a rapid fire question where I'd be like horror or drama. But what's your favorite movie, bro?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, dope.
Definitely.
I love Tarantino movies. I love how he pieces shit together. I've always been a fan of that.
Yeah,
Tarantino's got a weird mind, huh?
Very weird.
Yeah,
very weird
dope.
mind.
It's dope. All right, so Johnny, table.
Okay, so we asked this question to every single one of our guests. You're at a restaurant. At the restaurant, there's a table. There's 6 chairs. You're sitting at one of the chairs. At the other 5 is anyone from any walk of life. Could be dead, alive. Could be a fictional character from a movie. Could be a cartoon character. Could be an animal. Whatever. Who's sitting at that table with you? Who would you want to chop it up with over dinner?
Could be an animal. Like what the fuck? Chupacabra.
Man.
Could be fucking Bigfoot. I don't care. Who's there?
It'd probably be
he would do a feature with Bigfoot. Big facts. I need the video though. Bigfoot be like, nah, no video. You'd be like, I need it. You'd be like, nah.
You know what would be interesting to me? Big Pun and his son at the same table together with Marlon Brando, Sean Price. And you know who else? Van Morrison.
Wow.
I think that would be interesting.
It's a nice combo right there.
And then was that all of them?
I think you got one more.
Was that it?
No, so you had Chris Rivers, you had Big Pun, Marlon Brando,
Van Morrison.
That's 4.
And I'll probably just add my
Oh,
father.
he said Sean Price too.
Otherwise, I'll just probably add my father to it because my father's been gone since I was like 8.
Oh,
you know
damn.
What I'm saying? So
wow, bro. Damn.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's tough. I lost my father as well. I was a grown ass man when I did, though. He's been gone for about 5 years. So, and I know that's not easy. I could only imagine being a kid. Damn, when I was 8, that's the years my father was my best friend in life. So, my condolences, my friend. My condolences, man. Life without a pops can't be easy. A feature with Bigfoot. Nice one, Trip. See, calculus is on next level shit. I didn't even catch that. Like, that's some level shit. That's how you write. That's how you write that. I think Milkweed said something funny. Tupac, Macho Man, T-Rex, Nipsey, Picasso, and Shakespeare.
That's crazy. That's
nuts. I think just this one too. K Blaze, he doesn't get a table, he gets a helicopter. It's just him and Big Bird in it.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
That's fun. So who's paying the bill at the table?
Shit, Marlon Brando's, huh?
That's funny. The fucking Godfather.
That definitely a cool list right there. But so what's next for Taiyamo Denku? What projects you got coming out? Like, what do we got to look out for?
So I technically have an album dropping tomorrow.
What?
With my dude D Wonder. That's Sweden. He produced a whole record. We did a full project together, and I think it's my third now. My third shot and recorded video that I've done drops tomorrow with the album that we did. I think me and Urban shot our parts maybe a couple weeks back, and then Rambunctious, who's also on that, shouts to him, shouts to CyphaDen. They're all on that joint, and that's the only features on the album. Other than that, it's just all solo shit. It's kind of like a vibe. Like I like the beats, I like the production on it. I got that. I believe me and Wild Bill shit is dropping maybe the end of January. He mentioned it. I don't really know if that's a real date or not, but he had mentioned it. And then I think end of February, I got so much shit. So end of February, 100 Mad, I was told, is talking to me about dropping the Denku and Cellar Dwellers album.
Nice.
That's
dope.
And then at some point, I think during this year, they're going to also drop my other solo album called Rapping Your Faces Off.
Nice.
And then I got a ton of other shit in the works. Like I got a full, and shit that's done. Like me and Young Z got a full record that's done.
Right.
Me and Pace One got a full record that's done.
Wow.
I got a full album over Ayatollah Beats that I haven't dropped yet.
Dope.
Me and Domingo got a full record. Me and DJ Payne One got a full record.
Are you planning on releasing those as singles or putting them together somehow?
Oh no, they're done. I'm talking about their full album.
Oh, full albums.
Yeah, their albums. They're done. Like the shit's done. Like like me and Young Z's shit is, I think it's like 12 joints. Like 12 songs.
You got a title for that?
It's called MC Shit.
Nice.
And if people go to the Live from the Den podcast, shout out to my dude Rambunctious, you go to Live from the Den podcast page and you watch the Young Z episode, we actually snuck and played a couple of the joints off that album.
Nice.
On there. So if you want to hear a couple of the joints, there's a couple on there.
Oh, yeah.
We got some videos for it that are pretty much done. Like I just sit on too much shit, man. I sat on my Rod Digga joint for way too long before I put that out. Like I had that shit done for mad long, and I sat on it, and then I was like, should I release it? I don't know if I should release it.
Right. Overdid it. Just over sat on it. It's the egg that fucking hatched 2 months ago. You're still sitting on it.
But see, that's the problem with having a home studio, because like honestly, I've been uninspired for like a month and a half. I haven't wrote shit in over a month. Like I haven't wrote anything down. But people don't know that. But I just told y'all. But literally, haven't wrote nothing since I got back from tour because I ain't been on nothing. But literally, I have so much shit that I could put out that no one would ever think that I'm uninspired because I could just put shit out.
Well, you got like 4 years worth of music already.
Yeah, you could literally like take like a couple of years off with everything that you just named off.
I'll be back in 2 years. I'm going on vacation. You drop this on this date. This on this date.
I mean, unless I want to early Griselda shit and put out like 10 albums a year, you know, so I could do that.
Which is also possible. Which is also very fucking possible. You can do that too. No, that's stupid dope, man. And you are definitely an MC whose work ethic is, I would say, comparable to I would say maybe
pretty much.
I think Lingo works hard in different ways, but you know, but you, when it comes out to putting out the actual music and tracks and stuff like that, you are leaps and bounds one of the hardest working MCs I've ever met or known of in my life. And I just want to give you your flowers for that. Yeah, man, because it definitely goes noticed. And I'm sure a lot of these people in this chat and Grind Mode affiliates and fans all over the world fucking know and feel the same way. So kudos, bro.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, big kudos, man. And guys, if you didn't know, Denku is so dope that like at shows, there was actually a comment about it. And I've seen him do it, but you know, I've seen videos of him do it, and I've seen him, I think, live do it once as well. But IB shared the fact that when Denku's on stage, you know, his freestyles are much better than people's writtens. Denku does a bit where he has people pull things out of their pockets, and he starts freestyling about those things. He'll also do the bit where, you know, he just asks for words and stuff, and he'll keep a freestyle going for God. He said earlier in the show, you know, he could go for a half an hour freestyle. I'm sure he could go as long as he wanted. And it's just very dope. It's a skill. It's an art that's overlooked in today's game. It was something that artists like myself coming up envied artists like Denku who could do something like this and still do and shit like that. So I just want to make sure this man has his flowers for that type of shit, man, because
yeah, shouts to the homie. You know, the first person that told me I was super dope at freestyling was actually someone I looked up to as a freestyle artist, and it was MC Juice in Chicago. So,
yeah,
and that's the homie.
Yeah.
We actually got a joint somewhere out there.
Isn't Juice who beat M?
Yes. At 97.
Yeah.
Scribble.
Yeah. See,
and it's real controversial. The Juice Supernatural battle. I don't know if you ever watched it, but it's like a real controversial result for that. Like
really,
there's people that said that Juice had never lost a battle until the Supernatural battle, but then there's people that said that Juice still didn't lose to Supernatural. So it's like it kind of goes.
You just go back. You just gave me something to do after this interview when I'm smoking my blunt. That's the first thing I'm going to go look at now.
You're going to go down the Juice wormhole?
Oh, yeah. Juice Supernatural. That's fucking it right there. That's the next hour of my night.
It's crazy like how many projects you have in the cut just waiting, and you still have the time to play in the Ghana basketball league. It's
Yo, somebody said,
"Hey, said I got the crazy hook shot, so you gotta see
it." Somebody said in the chat, "Yo, something Denku fire. He was in Ghana and got the triple double or something." Denku fire. He had the triple double out in Ghana. I can't find the comment now, but it made me laugh. Made me LOL.
Hey, Giannis taught me everything I know, man. I'm on the streets.
Oh, no doubt. See, you got it from somewhere, bro. We knew that. But before we get out of here, I got another question, or not really a question, but just more of, you know, a statement for you to build upon. Is the fact that how tight knit and how often and you work with the Snowgoons and how that whole relationship came together and stuff like that. And you can talk a little bit maybe about the tour you just had with them in Canada, which is what you were just referring to when you said you haven't written shit since you got home from tour. If you want to just build upon that before we get out of here tonight.
Well, real quick, I was actually speaking about I did a tour after Canada.
Oh no shit. Okay.
That I booked on the East Coast. But so that's the tour I was talking about.
Okay.
But anyway,
Thank you.
100 Mad kind of really broke the ice between me and Snowgoons.
Okay.
But it was crazy because when I was on tour in Canada with them, like Aligo was like, "Hey, you know what's crazy, Denku, is I heard about you like 3 to 4 years ago."
Oh,
I was like, "Word, well, that's super dope." Well, it's dope now that we're working together because now, you know, I basically got to join on the Renaissance King's record, and that was fresh. That was kind of the first thing I did with them.
Word.
And then after that, me and Generation worked together, who basically is like the behind the scenes. I mean, she's an artist too, but she's like behind the scenes, like Goons Gear. And we did a video and a joint together that got put out on Snowgoons. And then both that put out, you know, Deadly Duos on Snowgoons. And I had 2 joints on that record. And I put out that video on there. And then I did a first of the month with them. So, you know, it's been constant work. And I'll just go out and say it, but I mean, we are gonna do a full project this year. We already talked about it. So that is gonna happen. A Denku Snowgoons record is gonna happen. Not just a song, like the full record.
Right.
So that will be happening at some point. Like I just talked to Illegal the other day about it. I said, "Hey, are we still doing this record?" And he's like, 100%. I was like, "Word." So that's gonna happen. There also might be me and Fredro. Fredro might produce a full record. We talked about it, and I've done. I can't talk about the releases, but I'll tell you right now, there's 2 Onyx records that I've done the mixing and mastering on that are done.
Oh shit.
So I'm not going to put the titles out there because I'm not going to do that, but they're coming. They're definitely working.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you mix a lot of big names down too, as well as rapping alongside them on tracks. You're doing a lot of work behind the scenes with them as well, which is pretty dope. So
yeah, it's been a blessing, man. I mean, they knew that I engineered shit, and once they knew that, it's been a blessing, man. Like I got to, you know, I did the vinyl master of the Razcast Soul on Ice that Snowgoons put out. I did Fredro's solo album. I did the Smooth and Fredro album that's out on 100 Mad. I mean, I was blessed to, man, I've gotten to mix so many dope artists. It's kind of surreal a little bit. But even before that, you know, I mixed the 25-year anniversary of Das Effects. Why can't I think of the song, the album title? I can't think. I can't reach it right now. It's up here, but my arms I can't reach it. But I have a copy of it. I don't got the T-Rex arms, man. and the Ghana shit ain't working right now. I can't stretch it. Hey.
It's all good, man.
But yeah, man, definitely doing a lot of engineering, doing a lot of shit. And yeah, me and Snowgoons gonna have a record coming at y'all at some point in time. So
I don't know if AOK just created this, but I love it. Love that. Perfect.
I'm gonna use that next Grind Mode Cypher. I'm using it as a punchline.
Nice. That's a shirt with the actual emojis and shit. Like 100 Mad, bang. Oh, that's it.
It is a shirt.
It is a shirt. All right, man. So we already asked, you know, what's coming next and shit like that. But why don't you tell the people real fast where they can find Taiyamo Denku music and merchandise and shit like that, and where they can follow you on your social medias and hear your podcast.
So it's pretty much Taiyamo Denku everywhere. If you can't spell it, I mean, you could see the name on the video. Otherwise, it's Taiyamo Denku, and it's pretty much everywhere. That's my Twitter. You could find my artist page on Facebook. That's my Instagram. And then if you go to www.tayamodenku.com, it links you directly to my Bandcamp shit with my store and all my shit. And if you ever see me on tour, I have an insane fucking merch setup with all my shit. I got like fucking 16 shirts, 4 hoodies, vinyls, cassettes. I have everything. So stop at the table if I'm ever in your town, in your city. I love the tour, so I might be there. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, yeah. Make sure you guys are catching up with Taiyamo on the social medias. He's always posting shit, especially updating us on where he's going to be next performing and shit like that. If you're in the Milwaukee area, stop sleeping and get out to a show.
And yes, and Live from the Den podcast with me and Rambunctious. It kind of comes every 2 weeks. That's kind of where we're kind of doing it. Every 2 weeks, we kind of have a guest. We got a real special guest for y'all next. Maybe I should just announce it. Should I exclusively announce it? I haven't even told anybody yet.
Let's go. Hold on, sound effect coming. Hold on.
So next. Yeah. So January 16th, I believe that's Monday, right? January 16th, we'll have the legendary Royal Flush on Live from the Den podcast.
Hey.
And nice. I'm looking forward to that one, man.
That's gonna be dope.
That's what's up.
Did you just do the mouth?
Listen, I don't have my MIDI set up right now, so I can't do the like multiple times. So all I can do is just press the play button. If I try to press it 3 times, it will like open up iTunes and shit.
I knew I heard of Royal Flush. I'm like, damn, I heard of Royal Flush. He did the he rapped with Big L.
Yeah, he's done a lot of shit back in the day.
Yeah,
legendary dude.
Yeah, Mike Geronimo as well and shit like that.
And Taiyamo Denku, we got it.
Obviously. Come on now, man. Yeah, man, we got to make the Denku and Barrio Brothers thing happen. Once me and Johnny stop slacking, I'm assuming, you know, once February comes and like spring is on the horizon, I feel like my motivation will come back a little bit and shit like that. So just got to get through this dark winter.
Yeah, winter's depressing, right? Winter's depressing.
Super depressing, bro. I don't know anyone who's a fan of winter. Actually, I do my wife, and that makes a lot of sense.
Where are y'all located? Where are y'all at?
So I'm in Warwick, Rhode Island. Johnny's in West Warwick, Rhode Island.
And the winters are crazy there too?
Oh yeah, man. We're East Coast. We're right on the water. We're right underneath New York, pretty much, and Connecticut. So. But y'all
don't get that Buffalo shit. Y'all don't get that.
God, no. That's a whole nother level. No, that's like Canada shit. Nah. Fuck that. Johnny, how far is Buffalo from here? About probably more than 8 hours, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say at least 6-7 hours.
Yeah, Buffalo's a ride. It's probably about 7-8 hours.
It's like one of my favorite places to play on tour, though. I love playing.
Oh
Buffalo.
No shit, yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
Love playing there. But I've never gone in the winter.
Right.
I've gone randomly in a December time, but it was a warmer December. There was no snow. I feel like it started snowing, but it was like itty bitty shit. Like it wasn't bad. Like the show was still dope.
Right.
But yes, winters, yes, A-OK. Winters in Wisconsin are crazy. When the polar vortex hit in 2019, people were talking about this year's polar vortex. Nah, 2019, I left for tour the day that it was negative 58 degrees outside.
God damn.
Oh yeah, we don't do that.
With the wind chill.
Yeah, we don't do that.
That's crazy. That's like you step outside, you're literally freezing.
Yeah. I don't even know how the birds were alive. But then I was like, it's crazy. Like the birds inside temperature can keep y'all good at this.
Right.
And I counted because I was on tour. I counted the trucks that were broke down on the side of the road that day, and it was like 65 trucks between Chicago and Nashville. 65 trucks.
That's crazy.
That's the type of weather where you can hold like a water bottle outside and you can watch it freeze.
Well, I've got some great information for you guys because of the Google machine, and it's the fact that birds actually hold a constant body temperature of about 106 to 109 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
Motherfucker.
So if you ever want to melt some snow in a frozen situation,
just put a bird on the fucking snow. Melt the whole thing. You got a pile of snow you want to get rid of? Find a bird, motherfucker. Put the bird on it, you're good. That's interesting though. So that makes me wonder, like on a 100-degree day, they're not feeling it probably. Like no, it's the birds, you know what I'm saying? If they're already 110 and then it's 100 outside, like that's gotta kind of suck. I don't know. I just be making shit up sometimes. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Any last words from either of you two fine gentlemen?
I just want to say it was a pleasure having you on. Definitely learned a lot about you as an artist, so definitely appreciate it. Appreciate everyone in the chat tonight. You guys were very active, so thank you. Thank you to Trip for always holding it down behind the grind and for always fucking up playing the videos and shit. Wouldn't be behind the grind without it.
Oh, man. I always make a nice smooth show. It's always a nice smooth sailing, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man, for having me on. It's been dope, man.
Of course, Denku, man. Yeah, I'm glad we finally got the chance to link up. It was definitely a good time. I had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Like Johnny said, thanks to the chat. You guys were super active tonight. Shout out to homie AOK for popping in. AOK, you could have popped on at any moment if you had wanted. You always got the access, brother. You know that.
And also for the people in the chat, thank you for kicking it with us for the first half hour when Denku wasn't here. Because to be honest, I was like struggling to like kind of keep this shit going. Like, I don't know about you, Trip, but I was just like, damn, what do we say?
I had one, two, three, four. I had 5 joints lined up ready to play, baby. And I was like, all right, so those joints, that's like, I'm thinking that's 10 minutes right there. And then I'll talk for 10, 15 minutes about those 10 minutes. And then Denku's popping on. And thanks to Denku for being a man of his word. And you know, he said 7:30 Central he'd be on. And damn, he was on at like 7:28 Central. So much appreciated to you for that.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, being very punctual, I think, is the word that kids are using these days.
Well, I book a lot of hip hop shows, man. I know how to run them, so I try to keep the time ready. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
got to do it. We appreciate it. All right, guys. Without further ado, we're gonna get everyone out of here tonight. This has been Behind the Grind, Volume 54, featuring Taiyamo Denku. Be good, y'all. Peace.
Peace.